श्रीकांत श्रीकांत
Yes, sir.
ऑन ऑनरेबल डायरेक्टर सर और ऑनरेबल गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर पीएससी राजू सर ने ज्वाइन कर लिया है, तो उसमें पैनल में सिलेक्ट करो सर लोगों को।
Yes, sir, मैं कर रहा हूँ।
एक बार श्रीकांत चेक करो कि विवेक सर ने भी ज्वाइन कर लिया होगा, तो विवेक सर को भी पैनल में लो।
Yes, sir, मैं करता हूँ, मैं करता हूँ।
उसमें पैनल में सिलेक्ट करो सर। Okay, all participants. Actually, we will start our session shortly. Our guest of honors and chief guest are joining shortly. Shrikant, our honorable chief guest, Ma'am Dr. Jill Gostin has also joined. Okay,
Yes,
so we will
yes,
start. We will start within 3 or 4 minutes shortly.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely, sir.
Shrikant, 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 Shrikant,
Yes, sir,
Shrikant. Prerna ma'am has also joined, so take her in panelist, please.
absolutely, sir. Adding, sir.
Shrikant, Shrikant.
Yes, sir.
Vivek sir is doing message and he's coming, joining shortly within 1 minute. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so take him in panelist.
Okay.
Shrikant Kanika ma'am has also joined. Okay, so take her in panelist, please.
Okay, sir.
Shrikant Vivek sir has also joined.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Uh, and also Nidhi Pandey ma'am from Spain has also joined. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Shrikant, our
Yes, sir.
Ashish, Honorable IEEE UP Section Chair Ashish Kumar Singh has also joined. Okay,
Yes.
take him panelist immediately.
Yes, sir. Sir, done.
Hello, Shrikant.
Yes, sir.
Uh, now, good morning, everyone. Now, I am as a organizing secretary. I would like to take permission from our Honorable Director, Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan. Sir, can we start the program now? Please give us permission.
Shrey, can you please start the recording?
Uh, Hello, Shrikant.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Please,
think sir has joined. Sir has joined. We can
sir.
start.
No, actually, sir has joined, but actually, wait, I'm calling him. Actually, he's not receiving our voice.
Okay.
Okay, please wait. Shrikant.
Yes, sir.
Give director sir to unmute permission. Okay.
I've
No,
already
it is now unmuted. It is okay.
Okay.
Please go
Okay.
ahead with the
Okay.
program. Start with the
Okay.
program.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Chief
Now
guest has
we can.
already joined.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Now we can start the program. Please, anchor. It is over to you.
Greetings to all. Firstly, I would request you all to keep the eye on the instruction page. I, Sakshi Priyam, Chair of WIE BBDITM Affinity Group, take this golden opportunity on this prestigious occasion to welcome you all on whose benign presence has adorned this moment, and welcome my honorable chief guest and honorable guest of honor to gracefully address with his generosity on this inaugural session of WIE, for which I will be too much grateful to him on behalf of my institution. Recently, we conducted a 7-day virtual boot camp under IEEE Region 10 SAC membership development and membership training. In this connection, I dare to convey my inner emotional feeling before you all that this WIE is a glorious aspect and the chief characteristic of campaign conducted by our renowned institution. In this sequence, it is unavoidable to reveal the need and the efficacy of this chapter for the empowerment of women, especially in this human society. This affinity group recently took stand in our college. I am also indebted to all my colleagues who have extended their heartiest cooperation in organizing this session. Now, I would most respectedly hand over to the Director of BBDITM, Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, to come and bless us with his learned experience and welcome our chief guest and guest of honor. Sir, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Ms. Sakshi Priyam, Chairperson of Women Engineering BBDITM Affinity Group. I, on behalf of our Chairperson, Srimati Alka Das, and President of BBD Educational Group, Shri Viras Sagar Das, and all the faculty members and students of BBD ITM, and on behalf of the IEEE Forum at BBD ITM, welcome our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Jill Gostin, Principal Research Scientist, uh, Georgia Tech Research Institute, Marietta, Georgia, USA. I also welcome Dr. Nidhi Pandey, who is from Virgili University, Spain, in the Department of Medicine and Health Science. I also welcome Dr. Korhan Sanchez from Takaya University, Turkey. My special ode and welcome to Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh also, who is from MGM Center for Ultrasound Research and Translation, Harvard University, US. And I also welcome Dr. Nidhi again as a distinguished guest. I'm told that Dr. Professor Prerna Gaur, chairperson of IEEE Delhi section, has also joined us and is blessing this gracious forum. And I welcome in particular Professor Ashish Kumar sir, who is at MNIT Allahabad as a head of Department of Electrical Engineering and chairperson of IEEE UP section, who is also a mentor of BBD ITM chapter right from the day one. And I think Professor Satish Kumar Singh sir, who is also vice chair, might have joined us. So I also welcome him. And I think our new joining Professor Kanika ma'am is also on the board. So I welcome. It is definitely a remarkable day to all of faculty members and particularly the students, including our chairperson of BBD IEEE group, Mr. Shrikant Singh, and vice chair Mr. Marut Nandan Tripathi, and the convener of this program, Professor Rafiq Ahmed, who is the branch counsel of BBD ITM branch, as well as organizing secretary of this program, Dr. Khadim Moin Siddiqui, and the department in charge of electrical engineering, Professor Shivanand Kushwaha. This is a really a remarkable day due to the encouragement that we have received from Dr. Jill Goston. I know she is have a sort of very hectic, busy schedule, but to encourage the women affinity group of BBDITM from the day one, she has taken time out of her active schedule to bless as well as to encourage, so that they feel inspired. And I'm sure she is a role model. We see her profile, and all our women engineering members will be inspired through her presence, and will keep all the objectives which are embedded or inherent in the women affinity chapters of IEEE, with which this has been set up. So Dr. Nidhi Pandey presents, and all other dignitaries like who will be keynote speaker, including Professor Sita Lakshmi ma'am from IIT Lucknow, head of the electrical engineering department, as well as Professor Dr. Stuti Shukla, who is from MIT School of Engineering and Lucknow. So I think the role models and the way they have carried their careers and really making a contribution to not only at a national scale but at a global scale. This kind of inspirations will really help all our students members, particularly the girls, to really set their goals high and make a significant contribution to the humanity. Yes, our students, and to really inspire them to take up bigger tasks and make a positive change to the world. Thank you very much. Over to the webmaster and Miss Sambhavi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
Am
so
I
much, sir.
audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
I
Thank you,
think,
sir.
please.
Okay.
Yes, Shakshi, now you can proceed now, please.
Okay, yes, sir. On this occasion, we have an applauded initiative that has been taken by the students of Electrical Engineering Department second year. Over to you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Women shape generations. Women in engineering can shape ideas. Good morning, everyone. I'm Syed from BBDITM. IEEE is the world's largest technical professional organization dedicated to advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. WIE IEEE's goal is to facilitate the recruitment and retention of women in technical disciplines globally. Our Honorable Chairperson, Mrs. Alka Das, is the very inspiration which led us to open this WIE chapter. She has been the driving force behind her husband and is carrying forward the vision of Babuji with utter integrity and sincerity. Talking of another example, Sudha Murthy, the chairperson and also the co-founder of Indian tech giant Infosys. She is an engineering teacher, English author, and a social worker as well. She was the first woman engineer to be hired at India's largest auto manufacturer, Tata Engineering and Locomotive Company, Telco. Women are often underrepresented in the academic and professional fields of engineering. However, many females have contributed to the diverse fields of engineering, historically and currently. Some have decried this gender gap, saying that it indicates the absence of potential talent. Today, there are enough number of successful women for us to claim the fact that women are no less than men in any field. Nandini Ramani, who was the vice president of engineering at Twitter and Oracle Corporation, is now the chief engineering officer at a Chicago-based healthcare company, Outcome Health. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, a zoologist who is now the chairperson and managing director of Biocon Limited. a company which she started in a garage 25 years back. She is also an independent director of Infosys. Padma Shri Warrior, who is the founder and CEO of Fablo Group, a curated reading platform focused on mental wellness. She has also worked at executive positions in Motorola and Cisco. Having women present at every stage of the designing process is key to ensuring that both male and female perspectives are taken into account, allowing for diversity of thought and better production. Anjali Joshi, an alumni of IIT Kanpur, who has been the Vice President of Product Management at Google Fiber for more than 10 years. She is fiercely known in the organization for being an engineer who can solve any kind of problem. Not only today, but before also, women in India have chosen tough paths and stated example for the future generations to take up difficult tracks and come out with flying colors, like our very first woman engineer, A. Lalita, who was born in Chennai and married off at the age of 15. Her husband had died 4 months later, and even after that, she completed her graduation from an all male college of engineering, where her father was a professor. By stating all these successful and versatile women, our motive here is not to look down on the contribution and efforts of various intellectual men from India who have achieved great heights in their professional career and have also profoundly contributed to the progress of our country and education. And when we talk on this topic, we cannot ignore the contribution of late Dr. Akhilesh Das Gupta, founder chairman of BBD Group. He was a great educationist and his institutions produced large number of successful engineers. He was the mayor of Lucknow from May 1993 to November 1996 and contributed extensively to the development of the city. He was also the president of Badminton Association of India, vice president of Badminton Asia Confederation, member of National Committee of Badminton Association of India, N.R. Narayan Murthy. N.R. Narayan Murthy, the co-founder of Indian software giant Infosys. He has been listed among the 12 greatest entrepreneurs of our time by Fortune magazine. There have been many more accomplished engineers who contributed to the development of our country and the IT sector of India. For the past few years, 40% of women have left the engineering field. The development of our country was not the result of individual efforts, but the collective efforts of all. A number of organizations and programs have been created to understand and overcome this tradition of gender disparity. The Indian government is also working towards this plan with Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao scheme. WIE is working towards encouraging women to choose engineering and also supporting them. We envision a vibrant community of IEEE women and men collectively, using their diverse talents to innovate for the benefit of humanity. सशक्त नारी से ही बनेगा सशक्त संसार. Our WIE team consists of Sakshi Ma'am, Chair, Vijaya Shukla, Vice Chair, Shreya Rai, Treasurer, Yashika Yadav, Secretary, Shambhavi, Webmaster. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sayed, for giving such an informative presentation. Now, I would respectfully request Dr. ESN Raju P for sharing some words about this program.
Hello, good morning to one and all. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you very much for inviting me for this such a wonderful program, and I would love to part of this program. So thank you to head of the department of for inviting this wonderful program. So yeah, women are playing important role in the engineering. So even I was also student of my supervisor also Trapti madam, I was really happy to work under the esteemed guidance of my supervisor. So it was like working under your. She has given great guidance like my mother. So I was really uh, happy to did my PhD under the women. So thank you for giving me opportunity to involve in this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we have Dr. Nidhi Pandey ma'am for some words about the women leadership and also her experience about it.
Hello, good morning, all of you. First of all, I want to thank the organizing team for inviting me in this event. And I want to give the special thanks to Professor Dr. Bhavish Kumar sir and to Dr. Khadim. So I want to add my personal background. I am a clinical researcher. From my background, my expertise is in breast oncology. In the past, I had experience in Spain working with the engineer team, computer scientists. From there, I learned a lot of things. From there, I know about the coding, how to do the models preparation, and about the artificial intelligence and the MATLAB. And I know how much hard work the engineers are doing to develop algorithm and how they translate this algorithm to the medical domain. I will give you a small one example. As per my experience, I saw there the engineers are developing the algorithm where to avoid the biopsy, and they done a tremendous work there. So from there, I get motivated to improve my skills in the engineering department as well. So now I have the medical background and the engineer background both. So here we all are together to learn about the women's in the engineer department. As previously, there's a stereotype that this field is not suitable for women, which is ideally not correct. Now the generation is changing and the women are going in each and every field. Also, I believe in my personal short research experience, leadership quality always plays a key role where you want to be yourself and where you present yourself. That will give us a self-confidence, motivation, and how you can put yourself to the comfort zone. But there is some concern that leadership quality cannot come in a single day. We have to follow some of the point at every stage of the life. We can do a hard work to improve our skill. We have to be the honest towards the work. We should consider the time restriction and manage the time. And we have to update ourselves according to the scenario, which is according to our research field. So there are so many women who are working as an engineer, and I appreciate all the engineers, either male or female. But in in the in every field, in the or in every any organization, any company, any institute, I saw the number of males are more than the females. This is the concern that why the percentage of females are very less as compared to males. There is some bias or some females that are not like they are not in the department that uh, they are different, like they are discriminate among the gender, how they are not fitting to the engineering department. So we have to increase the number of the engineers day by day, so that there's no discrimination between the genders in the male and the female. And if I ask you, if you can remember the scientist, the image of the scientist is always first prefer is the male, like you know about. And if I can ask you, give the five uh, scientists, name the five scientists, so you can easily give the male scientist name but not the females. Why? So you have to question yourself, why we are lacking in the number of the females, we are not giving the fame to the females. And in the study I read in the UK and the US survey, that there are only 13% of the females all over the world who are engineer, and only less number of females are continuing their career, like only approximately 15 to 20% females who are continuing her career for long. Some of because of their personal reason, they quit their career and they quit their study because of their uh, education, or some girls, some women did not get the chance in the recruitment, because in the institution, in the companies, there are dominancy of the males. So I want to change this scenario, this stereotype that engineering is only for the males. It is also equally for the females. And I'm proud of all the engineers and, and all the girls who are motivated and who are dedicated towards her work and want to pursue her career more towards the great level, and want to change the community and want to do something for the community and for the persons, and want to change the history. Like as per the introduction, like first, like Dr. Lalita, she changed the history. And I want to give more examples, like Dr. Priya Balasubramaniam, who is also a top engineer in the India. Among the world, she's a top engineer and she is working in the Apple iPhone company. So we have to take these kind of examples and get motivated and do the hard work, so that our new upcoming students and the who are pursuing the engineers or who already become the engineer get motivated and do something. So thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words. Now we have Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh for sharing his view on how men can play the major role in Women in Engineering Affinity Group.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this beautiful program. And also, I would like to special thanks Dr. Bhavesh Chauhan sir, and also Dr. Khadim, who gave me providing opportunity to be a part of it. And also, I would like to congratulate all of the students, member, faculties, those who were involved on this program, and the students, those who choose their career to build their career on in engineering field specifically. As we aware, in engineering, we have different streams from the computer science to electrical background, mechanical and architecture. We have several backgrounds. And apart also for this, like as we see in a different even the even I'm coming from the same background, and I also observed when I was doing my bachelor's in India, like the population of the male and female, like girl and the boys in a different branches, it was not be like equally distributed sometime. And we also realized that, and ideas that how we could improve and how we can make equality between the male and female, and what are the means and what we can do that we can fulfill those gaps. Ideally, if you're not going so far, just take an example from the institution. Suppose we are in the BBNITM. This is a great institution in Uttar Pradesh in India, and giving lots of engineer every year. And ideas that what we can do from the very beginning, according to my short experience, like is to provide a better opportunity, since they already have the better opportunity. The thing is that how we can get expose those students that can beat, that can compete to the international market. And also, I would just want to add on this point, since all the students, we have some coursework, like a coursework we have defined from the universities. But apart from this, we also need some curricular activities that can improve our leadership quality, and also that can improve as well, like enhance our IQ level, how we could solve some of the real challenges if you're going into an international or national market, in the industry or the academic background, if you want to go for it. Because what we are learning in a book and the other thing, this is a theoretical, and this is going to help us to get the background. But if you're going into a real challenge, that is some different, and we need some leadership quality to make it and to solve it and because people expect, if they hire us, they expect something from us. And that's why, like the main, because main are in the population in engineering, they are very high. Even in the BBD, I believe they are also high there. The thing is that I would like to mention the boys that can help the girls that who interested in a domain, they want to build their career as a scientist, as a data scientist, could be a good researcher. And different domains, each student has different like future plans. So for this, that could be interesting if we could also add some of the activities in regular coursework, that could they can get some of the exposure, how to get solving with the real problems with the some short modules. And we could combine the boys and girls together and to learn from each other as well. And also some of the different domain branches, like could be electrical, could be connected with the CS branch, or could be mechanical branch, to learn different domains. Maybe sometimes we cannot get the things which is belongs to the our domain, what we look for the as according to the syllabus, but that could have some of the ideas what we realize in the real domain. That could have some of the ideas which is basically you can be like realized after some time. And I feel even in the placement time, during the placement, when we are making a placement campus selection, and we have to make some of the threshold, we have to put up some of the chances to improve is to enhance to the like placement for the girls as well, not to go very biased to the male candidates, but also we have to enforce to the girls, those who wants to build their career. Because this is a very key very key time where we are deciding where we want to build our career. We want to go for the academic, we want to go for industry, or we want to make some higher studies. So this is according to mine, this is very crucial time. And even for the girls, even for the boys, I think that would be very interesting time and for you. And this is like a, you can think about it on the part. And according to my personal experience, this is a beautiful domain what we are working in engineering, and it's giving you a lots of chance to work all around the world. And you can get exposure, you can learn practical things, and you can get lots of things even you're not realizing during the study time, even the same for me. But once you get a little bit experience more, you will feel like yes, what you learn in the during the studies, and how you're implementing those things in a practical way. And for the as for the men, we have to encourage the women and the girls, those who wants to build their career, wants to see their own self, on a top institution, on a good leadership, that could be enhanced to them and for their future perspective. And ideally, I want to be, you don't want to follow. Ideally, this is for my ideology, you have to make your own identity. That would be enough for you. If you make your own identity, means you are already capable in your field. and this is going to show you what's your capability in your domain. So yeah, I believe the students from there, even those who are connected with the like today program, they they will think about on the domain what they are working, and think about where they what the thing they want they can explore in a future perspective. And I hope if I can help in some of the students, if they have any, if I can help and support some of the students, I would be very helpful, like grateful to them. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for inspiring words. Now, I would request Professor Prerna Gaur to share the role of men in the Women in Engineering Affinity Group and how WIE can benefit the country.
Shakshi, once again, you can invite to on table, ma'am, please.
I would request Professor Prerna Gaur, ma'am, to share the role of men in the WIE affinity group and also to share her views on how WIE can benefit the country. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Okay. Good morning, all. I am thankful to Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan and Dr. Khadim for inviting me to this talk where we are all have to speak on women in engineering. As I am currently the chair of Delhi section and I am also engineer, so I will talk about women in engineering here with the gathering. Uh, First of all, I would like to uh, start with IEEE activities in women in engineering. It has women in engineering. It has a mission. The IEEE WIE is the largest international professional group in the world dedicated to furthering the interests of female engineers, offering online ebooks, an award-winning magazine, and countless networking opportunities for women in the field. IEEE Women in Engineering is one of the largest international professional organizations dedicated to promoting women engineers and scientists and inspiring girls around the world to follow their academic interest to career in engineering. So I would like to tell you about brief history of women in engineering. Then I would like to tell you how you can start your women in engineering activities in your student branch. So the in IEEE, women in engineering, the talk of the this topic was started in around 1993. IEEE appointed ad hoc committee to investigate increasing female participation in IEEE. In 1994, a report was made and it was sent to IEEE Board of Directors. In 1994 itself, IEEE Board of Directors created ad hoc WI program committee. Then in 1997, in last century, in the end of last century, WIE changed from ad hoc to standing committee. In 1999, membership affinity group formation allowed, and a fees of $25 was introduced in 1999. In 2001, 3,000 members took that membership, which was for $25. I'm talking about professional members, those who are not student, those who are above that level, professional members or senior members. So they have to pay $25 to become WIE member. But for students, it is free. If they are the member of student branch, by paying the fee of becoming IEEE member as a student member. WI membership is absolutely free for both girls and boys. So any girl and any boy, if he is applying for becoming IEEE member, can just have to tick on the WI membership, and he will be WI member without paying the fee, that is $25 for professional members. So why boy has to become a member of WIE? Because it is a mission of WIE that it is for the upliftment of a girl child, uh, to and encourage a girl child to study STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So this mission can be fulfilled by girl as well as by a boy. So this team of WIE affinity group works on this mission in a student branch. They form a WI affinity group by just becoming a member, and this membership is to start the activities. First in the activities is they have to report to headquarters that this is the WI affinity group. So there is a link, you can search on website of IEEE and WIE, the officer new appointed officer reporting form. So you have to fill up that form so that IEEE headquarters will be knowing who is their executive committee member in that affinity group. Affinity groups are also two types in a section. One is professional members affinity group, another is student member affinity group. So professional member affinity group is of the section, and section members are the part of that group. And student member affinity group, WIE, is for the student branch, where student branch members are the part of that group. So in a section, there may be many student branch affinity groups, but section affinity group of WIE is only one. So all the student branch affinity groups are linked to section affinity group also. So section WIE chair maybe there to encourage activities in student branches. And if the chapter, if this section has funds, enough funds, they can allocate small amount of fund for WIE activities so that the mission and vision of WIE can be fulfilled. And for WIE activities, affinity groups can approach NGOs where they are connected to the schools where underprivileged students are studying, because WI affinity group cannot enter any school by directly contacting the principals, but NGOs have that link with those schools and those students. So I will advise that WI students, affinity group students, should contact some of the NGOs so that they can reach to those students who are underprivileged and are denied the education of STEM uh, uh, some reason, because they're in their house, their parents are not allowing girl child to study further or to study science and technology. So how you can encourage the girl child? By performing small practicals before them. You can ask principal to allow presenting uh, small type of practicals, like how a bulb glows, what else, why when we connect a bulb to a switch, why it grows, what is Ohm's law, and how this science helps in regular life, and how the life can be better if you will study science and technology. And you can also place some quizzes in their student branches so that they can be encouraged to study maths. So this is the main time frame so that our affinity group can perform. And after doing such activities, you can in 2-3 rounds you can go there and take their quiz type of exam, you can say. and you can give them some goodies. So that will encourage them to become like you. So they will like to follow you as a example in their lives. So that will be the correct path to encourage a girl child to study STEM and to think bigger. So if a woman or if a girl child will start this education or this current connection in the beginning in their 7th or 8th class, definitely in their 12th and 10th and 12th they will be having broader aspect of thinking, so that uh, they can study the STEM education, and they can also become women in engineers. So this is the root level, grass level activities which WI affinity group can perform. So if you are performing such activities in your student branch, uh, these need reporting. So you will find on IEEE website a reporting of activity form. After performing these activities, you take some photographs also and report to WIE, and so that your pictures can appear in WIE magazine. Your pictures and your report of activity can come in WIE newsletters also, and you also have the chance to get some grants from WIE. If you are doing such activities, you will definitely get grant in next year, and that will start from April 1st. April 1st, you may find some mails coming to you if you are WI member for some deadlines for getting grants. You should apply for grants. When you get those grants, you can again perform better activities than that. And sometime if your section has large number of affinity groups, you can do a networking of those affinity groups with the help of section WI affinity group, so that a bigger event can be organized for all women and engineers, including boys also, because boys are also busy in doing uplifting a girl child. So you can have that networking where you can place some competitions between them, and you can like today we are gathered together to speak on some topic, so you can also give them some topic and you can judge them, and that may be treated as a competition, so that the boys in engineering college and girls in engineering college will be encouraged to enhance their communication. So WIE is the platform, IEEE is the platform where students can learn communication and leadership skills by performing such activities. And when substantial period is passed after performing such activities, you can apply for awards also, because now after 1 or 2 years of such activities, you have been recognized by section as that you have done lot of activities, so you can apply for award also. For awards, you will find some deadlines. Without self nomination or without the section nomination, you cannot get those awards from WIE. So for that, you need to fill up the nomination form according to timeline. So if you will fill up those awards nomination, maybe you can get those awards. And when you get that award, that will be a feather in your career. So this is a very effective platform, very well planned system is there of networking, team leading leadership qualities, communication qualities, and recognition, and connection to the higher ups, connection to the grassroots level. So ample opportunities are there in WIE. So I would like that you should not sit with the membership. If you are a member of student branch, you should start performing such activities, so that your membership should not go waste, because it comes with some certain dollars. So and this is the high time in your career, so and it's an opportunity you can perform, and you can get recognition, so that it can help enhancing your career. Okay, so what I will suggest that you form the WI affinity group and start performing. And your section, you can approach section also for getting the funds from to organize WIILS. WIILS is uh, 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 international leadership program. So you can get up to $1,500 for organizing that. So I will give you the statistics. We all are under region 10, and you are in UP section. I am in Delhi section. So Delhi section has around 20 WI affinity groups. So overall, if you see the statistics, region 10 is Asia Pacific region, where China, India, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, all are covered. So we have around 450 affinity groups. So you may also get the chance to meet international WI groups which are not in India. So that your networking uh, is enhanced further. So by paying around $27 of IEEE membership, you are just connected to the world, and you are just ready to perform. So my suggestion is, if you are a member, please find out the contacts of other members and start performing like that, so that the basic aim or mission and vision can be fulfilled by performing in WI affinity group, and as well as basic aim of your life, your career can also be fulfilled, because each and every person wants to enhance communication skill. Each and every person wants to become a leader. So you are fulfilling both the aims of your life as well as of affinity group, WIE. And whenever you are performing some tasks, involve juniors also, so that initially they will be doing whatever you want as a leader to do, and finally next year they will be the leader. So you have to appoint WI affinity group executive committee members, and whenever executive committee member changes, you have to report to WIE or IEEE. So this is the way you have to perform professionally. It is a very professional platform where you will learn the things, how to organize the events professionally. You will find certain things on WI website. There are star events, which is pre-university initiative. For that, you can get up to $500. So you have to visit WIE this website also more often. You will find opportunities to get funding, and you can also have your website of WIE, where if you are very performing some number of activities, you can put all those information on the website, so that visibility can be increased. You should have your Google group, email group, other things. uh, Actually, I am organizing international conference, and some sessions are going on. So I wish success and uh, uh, every success to this WI group, and I uh, am ending my talk here. Thank you. Number of calls I am receiving, and some session is going on, and thankful to the organizers again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much
ma'am.
for giving your precious time. Now, I would request Dr. Satish Kumar Singh to share a few words on how IEEE UP section can help us to make this WIE affinity group better for the humanitarian.
So, a very good morning to all the dignitaries present over there on online dais actually, and good morning to all the students and all WI members. And many congratulations to all of you just on forming this WI affinity group in Uttar Pradesh section. I would like to highlight few things. As very rightly said by Professor Prerna Gaurji, Dr. Nidhi Pandey, and other dignitaries, I was listening very keenly. And I could sense, okay, now women are doing wonderful in almost all the domains of engineering, science, medical, everywhere. I mean, we cannot ignore the women. And it is inherent in a way, because every man is made up by the women only. You can consider your mother as at first level. Your mother may be housewife or homemaker, but at the same time, she is the shaper of your own life. Okay, so in a way, she is engineer by birth, and we cannot overlook the contributions by even a homemaker or housewife. So that is not necessary that, I mean, yes, women should be there in engineering, and we should have maximum number of female students, female professionals in this IEEE. Everything is fine. We can have this thing, we can have that thing, we can become leader. Okay. So I differ slightly. I differ slightly. Why we are going to form, why we have formed this women in engineering affinity group? Just by having activities and promoting ourselves, because these are our aspirations and we want to become the leaders, so we can have large number of activities. So this may be one goal. At the same time, there may be another goal. We can chalk out the problems in our own area, for our own people, for our own girls, for our own girl students and others. What are the major issues? Why, I mean, girl child is not able to come to this engineering with the same percentage as the boys are coming? What are the problems? Why these, I mean, whether there is any kind of discrimination, okay? What are the problems? Means how we can help those girls in pursuing their education, in higher education, equality, and all opportunities which are available to any boy. Okay, so in short, I like to say, okay, you have formed the Women in Engineering Affinity Group at BBD NITM. It's fine, it's wonderful, but at the same time, you chalk out and you make your own objectives, short-term objectives and long-term objectives. Okay, this affinity group will try to solve this problem and will keep on until the problem is resolved. So first of all, try to find out the issues. You simply note down the issues, then make your aims and objectives of this WIE affinity group. What will be the areas where this affinity group will work? Okay, and what are the supports required from section side? For example, there may be some connection like of support that section can support. Okay, you may require some sort of small fundings, then you can write to section can support with the small fundings, or maybe some project funding also. There are some MGA level fundings where section can endorse you people just to get those fundings. Okay, but everything is associated with your aims and objectives. Okay, so you first formulate your aims and objectives and then start working on those aims and objectives. Okay, and your objectives must be very, very clear. Okay, it should not be very hazy that what to do, what not to do. Okay, there are n number of things which can be done, but every group, every person cannot do all those n number of things. Okay, you select 2, 3 out of these n number of things, then only you can succeed. And rest assured that IEEE UP section is continuously supporting BBDNITM, and it's quite we are surprised in that in such a short time, BBD has developed wonderful ecosystem regarding this IEEE and technocrats in BBD itself. And it's coming in a very big way that it is slightly hard, slightly difficult to stop the activities by BBD. And we cannot overlook, even nobody can overlook the activities by BBD and ITM. And it's very good. I mean, all the volunteers, all the faculty members, your leadership is supporting your activities wonderfully, then why other people should not support? If you are very strong at your own home, then world has to support, world has to follow you. So please formulate your objectives and then start working on those objectives. That is immaterial whether a person is coming or going, but your objectives must be clear that these are our long-term objectives and we will fulfill in these coming 5 years. Okay, people may change, that is immaterial. Okay, and I like to highlight there are some seed grants at section, I mean this MGA level, where you can get up to 30,000 US dollars if your project is quite innovative. Once I myself participated, and at last there were 3 projects which were discussed for the funding. Nobody said, okay, this project is bad, but they suggested us just to contact the WIE group. At that time, we could not pursue, but I request you people, just please pursue. Okay, and you can get huge funding for that. But funding for what? If you are not having clear-cut objectives, then there is no need of any kind of funding. Okay, so people will be there, people will definitely support, section will support fully, whatever maximum can be done from the section will do. And I think only formation, I mean just to show will not work. You demonstrate by fulfilling your own objectives for your own needs. Okay, your own needs may be slightly different from others. Okay, so be local in this way and try to identify the local problems which are associated with the women in engineering, and then solve those problems. There may be safety and security problems, there may be EU teasing problems, there may be unemployment problem. Okay, there may be illiteracy problem, there may be hygiene problem. Okay, so you note down which kind of problem you're going to target, you're going to address, and then you can request the section will definitely support for the short-term goals, for the long-term goals. Even MGA will definitely support. MGA is having these kind of provisions. So with these things, thank you very much, and many congratulations on forming this WI group, affinity group at your section. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We need your support a lot. Thank you so much. Now we have Dr. Ashish Kumar to motivate and encourage us on how WIE Affinity Group will touch the great height of success through its functioning.
Okay, good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's great. So thank you very much. So good morning to all of you, especially the dignitaries present, guests present, the delegates, my IEEE volunteers, and the institute administration who has organized this event for all of us. It is indeed a pleasure to be present and getting an opportunity to address this August gathering at this WIE event at BBDNITM. I'm really obliged. I'm thankful to the student branch and the branch counselors and directors, sir, and other institution or dignitaries and officials for creating an environment for and helping all of us in doing this activity at BBDNITM Student Branch and specifically in IEEE Uttar Pradesh section. I'm really obliged. Also, I'm happy that I have got the opportunity to listen the discussions held in the morning through the views of those global experts and our very honorable Professor Prerna Gaurji, who is always a continuous source of inspiration, being a senior and being a mentor to all of us in IEEE environment. It was nice to listen Dr. Satish Singh, who is an upcoming leader in the section, and I know that he is a continuous supporter of this volunteer to focus on the volunteers of IEEE Thank you, Satish ji, that you came and motivated our volunteers. So let me start with this IEEE. IEEE is a global network. There are few points which I just want to share with you, which have not been touched by the other speakers. So let me tell you that IEEE Women in Engineering, WIE, this is a global network which connects over 20,000 members. Remember, IEEE is having more than 4 lakhs, right? And this among these IEEE members, they are 20,000 members worldwide. And there are more than 900 affinity groups, making us the largest international professional organization dedicated to promoting women engineers and scientists. IEEE members make lifelong professional relation, acquire influential mentors, and make a difference for the benefit of humanity through their interactions and through their activities. People may surprise to discover that WIE has a large number of male members also. This is not fully not for it is not a condition. We shall make it very clearly as if that male members are also the part of this WIE affinity group and this global network, because this is not unusual considering that our mission is to foster a community of women and men that support their mothers, daughters, sisters, and wives to pursue engineering and science careers that will inevitably lead to enriching lives within the global community and the environment. So we all are a community who are supporting our family. So we all are like a family member. We shall never forget this. They are even more surprised that WIE sponsored event has attracted an equal number of male and female attendees, regardless of the country or the part of the globe in which the events are taking place. A very important point I should highlight here, that WIE is pronounced as we, and only together as a community of women and men can we change the way nations perceive women in engineering and help initiate the changes necessary to finally tap into that 50% of world that is most valuable resource of our humanity. IEEE is always looking for new ways to empower professionals and students and help equip them with holistic skills that help them to broaden their skill sets and learn to better navigate the sometimes harsh world of engineering. I hope you must agree with this. Further, it also brings a supporting environment for those who are among those 40% of women in engineering with engineering degrees who either leave the profession or never enter the field, as per the data published in IEEE WIE magazine in 2019. So as engineering changes from mega to micro and from micro to nano, so does the perception of our women in the engineering. With more attention dedicated to women in engineering, I believe that this gender gap is going to be eliminated one day. From spectacular engineering marvels to everyday tools, women have been created for various creations. I hope you all must be aware with this. Let me take few names. One is Edith Clark. Clark became the first woman to earn an electrical engineering degree from the MIT in 1921. She received her first patent for the Clark calculator, a device that was used to solve electric power transmission line issues. She was the first female professor of electrical engineering in the United States. definitely I will go for one computer engineer also. You must have remembering the name of Ada Lovelace. Ada Lovelace is considered to be the first computer programmer, and that is almost 2200 years back. The British Computer Society awards a medal bearing her name, and the US Department of Defense named a computer language named as Ada in her honor. So we have so many examples across the globe and in our country also. My previous speakers have taken the names of few, but I remember that every woman who is working in this field, she is having her own success story, and we must learn from every volunteer and every leader, so that we must gain and we must learn those studies bit by bit, because every life is a case study. You shall not forget this. So we know that by giving the opportunities, women can excel in any field. And we all are, I can give you an example that we all are very elated to know that our own WIE champion and long-time volunteer, Ms. Kathy Land, will assume the role of IEEE president in 2021. So we all shall congratulate to Kathy in this WIE event. As a lot has been said about and explained by Professor Gaur, so let me tell you that in IEEE, volunteers are an essential part in our organization, and IEEE offers many ways to get involved. If you are interested in volunteering with IEEE, I hope you all are the members, but I am targeting to those who are not the members here with IEEE. The best place to get started is with your local affinity group. Volunteer opportunities include coordinating events, mentoring, or serving as a society or officer in some other organization. You create and you work. Locate and join local IEEE affinity groups in your area. In Lucknow, that is with BBDNITM, you can start with there. Or I can see that there are some faculty members from Delhi also, they can start it there. So I advise you all to locate and join local IEEE affinity groups in your area or in your section or in your student branch, and help others to understand what diversity and inclusion really are and how they can be integrated within this WIE group. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best for this event for upcoming days. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your words. Now, without any delay, I would like to invite our chief guest, Dr. Jill I. Gostin. Dr. Jill I. Gostin is a principal research scientist in the Software Engineering and Architecture Division of Georgia Tech Research Institute, Sensors and Electromagnetic Applications Lab, and is past Deputy Director of GTRI's Information and Communications Lab. She has worked at GTRI since 1985, where her work has focused on algorithm assessment and software testing and evaluation. In 2016, she was named the Women in Technology Woman of the Year. Ms. Gostin is the IEEE Region 3 Director for 2020 to 2021. She is active in multiple areas within IEEE, including the Future Directions Committee, the Computer Society, and the Census Council. And she is co-chairing an ad hoc committee to improve chapter support. She received her BA in Mathematics from Greenville College and her MS in Applied Mathematics from the Georgia Institute of Technology. Ma'am, I request you to have our stage and share your experience for WIE Affinity Group and how women can self-empower and become the ideal leader.
Thank you so much for that introduction. It's my honor to be here today, especially with these distinguished guests that you have who have given excellent talks already today. I am a member of the IEEE Board of Directors, and I really want to congratulate you on the formation of this new Women in Engineering group. Thank you to all the attendees today. I see there's quite a few in attendance. That's great to see. And especially thanks to Professor Rafiq Ahmad and Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan for inviting and welcoming me here today. I'm really happy to be here to talk to you a little bit about my story and about one of my passions, which is about helping to create supportive environments for women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which I will refer to as STEM careers. I am, as you just heard, I'm a mathematician. I work on sensor systems, or I have worked on sensor systems throughout most of my career. These days, most of my work is systems engineering. I started, as you heard, in 1985. So if you do the quick math, that's 35 years ago. I have been working at GTRI since then. Over that time, but mostly in the last decade or so, I have given many talks about women in STEM careers. And as other people have mentioned, women continue to have a harder time than men in different aspects of their career in STEM. They continue to have a harder time finding positions. And even in some countries, in fact, in many countries, the number of women going into computing careers has been decreasing since 1995. It's in the US, it has dropped well over, I think it's like 15% since 1995, women going into computing careers. But women in STEM careers also continue to struggle with getting into leadership positions. And that's actually part of my own story that I wanted to talk about. So several years ago at GTRI, I was at a point in my career where I was continually asking for opportunities for leadership and management roles, so I could get some more experience in that and then move into higher level roles. But every time I asked, I was told by my supervisor that I wouldn't like it, that it wasn't fun to be in a management position, and that I was really good at the technical work. And they wanted me to just concentrate on that and keep doing that. But I knew that I really wanted to be a leader and to work in management. So instead of pursuing that at my job at that time, I made use of some IEEE volunteer positions to get the leadership and management experience that I wasn't having the opportunity to get in my job. And then after having worked with IEEE and doing some, as a volunteer, doing some different positions, I eventually found a position opening in another part of GTRI that I was able to apply for. And I was selected for that position. And I know that my leadership experience, my management experience, both of those that I got through IEEE played a key role in my selection for that position. So I'll take this opportunity to just have you think outside the box. If you're not getting opportunities where you are, look outside of where you are for those opportunities. As someone else mentioned, there's lots of statistics out there about the struggles women continue to face. And you can go online and find all sorts of those numbers. And in fact, if you want any references, like I said, I've given multiple talks and I have a full list of references about some of the struggles women have faced. But I want to talk really, instead of about those numbers and the challenges, I want to talk about how we can change those statistics, how we can improve the situation. And it's going to take individuals, it's going to take groups like your new WIE group, and it's going to take men and women working together, as other people have said, to change this. It can really be a challenge to be a woman in a very male-dominated environment. I'm sure some of you know, if you're too vocal, if you speak up too often and too loudly, you're viewed negatively as being too aggressive. If you're not vocal enough, you're often viewed as being maybe too timid or unsure of yourself. And there are studies that show that women in meetings, when they do try to talk, they get talked over or interrupted much more often than men do. And this not only happens to women at the beginning of their careers, this happens throughout their careers. Also, for men and women that have the same performance level, it's been shown that women will underestimate their performance while men will overestimate it. These are people that have the same performance levels. So there's something that we can read into that about our own views of ourselves. And often when women are applying for a position, they are considered the promotion guidelines, the requirements for the job are more strictly enforced than they are for men. And that's an example of what we call unconscious bias, that they may not realize they're doing that, but they're putting more stringent requirements on us, especially things like over time. They want to see a longer period of performance rather than men often have a shorter period of performance that is considered. So these are just some of the issues, but the question then becomes, what can we do about the issues? And that's really what I want to talk about for the rest of this talk. And these things that I'm going to put forth, these comments or suggestions, I hope will inspire some ideas for potential programs and activities for your WE group to do. So first, to increase the number of women in STEM fields. We need to bring better awareness of the impact we make in STEM careers. We need to be talking about things like humanitarian activities, about impactful programs and innovations, things we do that affect and improve people's daily lives. We need to be talking with girls and young women to inspire them, because they can make an impact, to inspire them to go into these STEM careers. But we also need to talk with other adults who maybe are not in STEM careers or not familiar with them, so they are aware of what people in STEM careers do and the impact they can have, so that they also can have those conversations with the girls and young women. We need to improve the career advice we give, and especially emphasizing the wide range of career options that are available within STEM. You can do everything from building bridges to working on and creating new medical devices to improving living conditions. So there's all sorts of different opportunities within STEM that can appeal to such a wide audience. We also need to change the way that women think. Because perfection is something that women often feel like they have to have. They think it's necessary. But in STEM, it really is not required. In fact, STEM careers are all about learning and growing from our mistakes, trying things, seeing what doesn't work, and then trying something else. And we also need to mentor. Sometimes that is through some sort of a formal mentoring program, or sometimes that's from an informal relationship. And not only do we need to mentor, but we need to be open to mentoring. I still have mentors. They may be people that don't even realize they're mentoring me, but I am watching them, I am learning from them at all times. So second, I want to talk about keeping women in STEM careers. Someone mentioned earlier that a lot of the women that graduate with the degrees in STEM don't go into the field. So how can we keep women in STEM careers? We need to emphasize and encourage diversity on teams and in groups, in companies and in universities. We need to be putting policies in place that are supportive of women, like policies that maybe require something like a certain number or a certain percentage of women in leadership positions within the business or the university. We need to be implementing training, especially about unconscious bias, which I already mentioned, and we need to be implementing mentoring programs and helping people take advantage of those training opportunities and those mentoring programs. And we also need to help employers understand the importance of providing those tools and resources that are especially important to women. Things like flexible schedules, telecommuting, maternity and paternity leave, etc. And then third, and finally, the one thing I wanted to talk about was that we as women need to start looking at the challenges and obstacles that are thrown in our path, not as roadblocks, not as something that's going to stop us from our progress, but as opportunities to show our strength and agility, opportunities to look outside the box and find a way around that obstacle or over that obstacle or underneath that obstacle or find a way to destroy that obstacle. And that's really kind of one of the keys of where I have gotten. When obstacles are thrown in my path, I just have to stop and rethink about how I can get around it. And that's what has built up my story. And so I think it's important as those happen that we share our story, not only, in fact, I'd say start sharing your story while you're in the midst of it. When you hit that obstacle, when you don't know what to do, seek advice from those around you, from your mentors, from your professors and advisors, from other people that you trust and that you think can help you find a way around the obstacle. And then when you have found your way around the obstacle, share that story after the fact. Share the lessons you learned, how you approached it, how you overcame it, what you learned from it. I also want to emphasize that it's important for us to be speaking up and being vocal, but also listening and learning and responding thoughtfully. And then it's important that we all don't allow ourselves to be ignored. If we say something and it's overlooked or it's talked over or interrupted, speak up again. Don't be afraid to put your words out there. And then part of that is that we all need to be advocating for others. So if you see someone who tried to express themselves and they got interrupted, you speak up for them. Go back to them and say, you started to say something, but you weren't able to finish it. Can you tell us what your thoughts are? So give other people the opportunities. And finally, in closing, thinking about what I just said about advocating for others, I'll just suggest that as individuals and also in the groups that we're part of, including Women in Engineering, we should all be striving to do for others what we wish someone would do or maybe would have done for us or for our daughter or for our sister or for our female friend. Let's all take advantage of the things we have learned and our current positions to help others and help each other up. We need to work together, not just the women, the men too. We all need to work together to come to a place where women are not those lower numbered statistics that we have all seen. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. And again, congratulations on your new WE group.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving such invaluable information and also taking out your time from your busy schedule. Thank you so much. Now, I would request, yes, sir.
Shakti, please wait for a while. Thank you so much, ma'am. Officially, as an organizing secretary, most humbly, I would like to invite our esteemed director, Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan. Please share, sir, and bless us with few words. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Khadim Moin Siddiqui, organizing secretary of this program. Of course, I really thank on behalf of all the stakeholders, our chief guest once again, the way she shared her success story and talked about the different obstacles that come across for those who are in working as a woman in a professional field. And she not only talked about the obstacles, she also suggested that how you can tackle these issues competently and make a bigger impact and significant impact to the humanity. So I'm really thankful on behalf of all of us. I once again share a deep sense of gratitude to you. And I also thank, in fact, before the prior to the formal vote of thanks, Dr. Nidhi Pandey and in particular Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh, sir, who extended he extended his offer that how he can really help us out by giving reasonable collaboration working on different engineering problems. And of course, Professor Prerna Gaur really talked about the theme that is we, and how the we can really take off, and what are the issues that we are going to face. And then Professor Ashish Kumar Singh sir really asked us to set up the goals, very clear goals. Otherwise, merely inauguration will not really do the purpose. And since it has reflected in IEEE chapter BBDITM right from the day one, that we not only inaugurated, but this team of dynamic individuals, starting from the branch counselor to particularly chairperson of BBDITM student branch, Mr. Shrikant, and the vice chairman and secretary and treasurer and webmasters, they have really taken off very well. And then right from the beginning, the girls also played a very key role. Now this is another dimension that they will be contributing to the main core, as well as the we, which really is a real reflection that we will also make or carve its identity, make a bigger impact. So I think Professor Ashish Kumar Singh sir has also clearly said that this every success story is important. So the girls, like starting from the chairperson Sakshi Priyam to the vice chairperson Yashika, or treasurer Shrey, or webmaster Ms. Sambhabi, and other office bearers of this we, I'm sure they will take it up as a challenge. And the speakers like Professor Harrison also last time said that you should also comment about the government policies, particularly not in a critical sense, but in terms of a suggestion, in terms of what is really already available and what should be done. So I think we will also take up that what Indian government is really doing, or maybe state government, not in a satirical satire form, but in form of a suggestion. They could also share through this forum suggestion to the governments, so that the because at times it is seen that when it comes to the implementation and planning part, there are very few suggestions. There may be a lot of public bravo ha ha, but the written recommendations are few and far in between to the planners. So I'm sure we will also use this forum to give constructive suggestion and to contribute uh, uh, at the global level as well as at a local level, because what Professor Satish and Professor Ashish in particular highlighted, that we must also focus, and in fact focus more on the local issues and make any contributions. And same was reflected by other speakers like Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh and Dr. Nidhi Pandey. So I'm sure it's a big forum, and I congratulate the V office bearers. I congratulate all IEEE student branch, including chairperson and vice chair, and and secretary, treasurers, all office bearers. And I also congratulate all student members, IEEE members of this branch. And it's really I really appreciate all the students of first year who are attending this session, and with a lot of eagerness, with a lot of keenness. And I'm sure it must be also a very, very influential point, because right now they have been undergoing student induction programs. So this must have added to a new perspective to all of them, and I'm sure they will also find their role. They will also discover, explore, and implement certain priorities in time to come, and make a distinct mark, and believe in networking in a positive sense for bigger cause and for a bigger impact. So I really congratulate all the organizing committee for having planned this and doing this inaugural session along with the distinguished lecture series. And I'm sure this is just the beginning, and in time to come there will be bigger things and making a bigger impact, both at a state level as well as at a national level, and uh, above all making an impact to the humanity. And so thank you very much, Dr. Khadim and Professor Rafiq Ahmad, and all the chairpersons and office bearers of IEEE. And I'm sure there is a long way to go, and you will march ahead with the confidence and make the country and humanity proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivating and encouraging words. Now, Shakshi, you can proceed further for vote of thanks. Please, Shakshi, it is over to you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would request Professor Kanika Lamba, Counselor WIE Affinity Group, BBDITM Lucknow, for the further vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, Sakshi. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of entire team of Babu Banasidas Institute of Technology and Management, I would like to thank all our honorable guests for these enthralling sessions. I am sure that each individual attending the session will be going back with a lot of thoughts and will prove to be a source of motivation for the time to come. A special thanks to our honorable chief guest, Ma'am Dr. Jill Gostin, who is truly a source of inspiration and a role model for all the young engineers present here. Her experience shared will indeed prove to be a pathway for everyone. I would like to thank our guest of honor, Professor Ashish Kumar Singh, for nurturing us from the very initial stage and timely guiding us. I want to extend my generous thanks to our distinguished honorable guest of honors, Professor Satish Singh, Professor Prerna Gaur, Dr. Richard Negi, Dr. Nidhi Pandey, Dr. ESN Raju, Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh, who agreed to grace the occasion despite their busy schedules and share their valuable insights. I am sure that their interactive session over these coming few days will provide our young engineers with innovative ideas in their future endeavor. Especially, I take the occurrence to thank the entire committee and management, Mrs. Alka Das, Honorable Chairperson, BBT Group, and Mr. Viraj Sagar Das, President, BBT Group, for presenting sense of gratefulness to our guest and on inaugural ceremony of Women in Engineering BBD ITM Affinity Group. A very sincere thanks to our Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, Director BBD ITM, who has provided us with the opportunity to interact in this useful session and is the pivotal pillar behind the establishment of IEEE student chapter at BBD ITM. Without the constant guidance of Honorable Director BBD ITM, it would not be possible for us to achieve a great success. I would like to make a special mention and present my sincere thanks to Professor Rafiq Ahmed, IEEE Student Branch Counselor and HOD EE and EN Department for his guidance, motivation, and encouragement. I want to extend my generous thanks to Professor Khadim Moin Siddiqui, WIE Advisor and Organizing Secretary, for their constant effort and consistent support to bring this entire event together despite the roadblocks present due to this corona situation. Finally, I would like to extend our thanks to our student members, especially Shrikant Singh, Murat Nandan Tripathi, Sakshi Priyam, Avinash Gupta, Shifali Prasad, Anshika Singh, Shrey Khanna, Shreya Rai, Yashika Yadav, Shambabi, Abdul Ahmed, and Women in Engineering Executive Committee, Vijaya Shukla, the student BBD ITM, who are present during the session to learn. And I am sure will take the learning forward in every possible way. Again, a special thanks to everyone present here and in helping to make the event a grand success. A heartfelt thanks to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to mention to all the participants that feedback form has been sent to the chat section. Kindly fill it. Kindly fill the feedback form. Now, I will request Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan to announce the official closure of the session.
Thank you, Ms. Sakshi Priyam. I, in particular, thank our sister institutions, sister branch at Delhi, that is ADJ ITM, Dr. Akhilesh Das Gupta Institute of Technology Management, all faculty members, and the staff members who have joined in a big number. And I really thank their director, Professor Ankit Agrawal and Professor Saurabh Gupta, as well as I also thank the faculty members of BBD NIIT and BBDEC and their directors, Professor Vivek Kumar Singh and Dr. Monica Malhotra, ma'am, and of course, with this, this is a forum of BBD Educational Group, and it's really a joy to know that there are one WIE branch working at Delhi, also doing well, and as the chairperson of IEEE Delhi section, under which this WIE branch at Delhi is functioning. She was very much here to bless us, and we will keep collaborating on different ventures into time to come. So once again, congratulations to all the organizing members of this event, and may God bless you all. Thank you very much. I think we can go ahead with the closure of event. Over to the webmaster. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining with us. Thank you so much. Now we can close the session.